Hello everyone. So it's been about 25 hours, nearly 26 hours since the new Soda Online update has come out. It's about yeah, about 19 minutes away from being um 26 hours. So now that it's out, I thought I would do a little showcase of all the bugs I have found in this update. So let's start off with Super Easy. Now, it of course has this little feature where you can electrocute him, then you can burn him out, and then you can convert him back to normal. Now, the bits I want to mainly focus on is the burnout, because while he's emitting smoke, for some reason his derail is activated sometimes, and I've used him quite a few times and just derailed. Now, it doesn't happen every time, but it can happen. Let's see if I can... It's not gonna... Now that I'm recording, it won't happen, will it? Let's see, though. Can we get it to work? It's usually while he's emitting smoke. But yeah, I occasionally, you know, I have had him derail. Yeah. Again, it doesn't happen every time. It definitely does happen. And I've derailed quite a few times while he is emitting smoke. Once the smoke goes, you know, he's fine. But, yeah. And the thing is, you don't have to have derail activated, he just will for some reason derail himself. Yeah, I can't seem to get it to work at the moment, but I have had him derail quite a few times. Now, most of these relate back to the narrow gauge line. So, and one of them I have found is right here on the viaduct. So, I've got Peter Sam here, and Duncan here. Again, Duncan has not got rock and roll activated, as you can see, he's moving smoothly. So I had to go sneeze. Now, you can't actually cross the viaduct at the moment, because this happens. There's for some reason some sort of block in the way. It wouldn't surprise me if this is mainly just due to Skips, of course, maybe meddling about in studio and forgetting to delete an invisible part. That's probably the only reason it's there, or maybe, you know, maybe something just got in the way and didn't realise. But yeah, you can't get an engine across the viaduct anymore. The thing is, though, this is a little ramp, because, see, Peter Sam's able to jump over it. So, yeah, for some reason there's a little ramp there that's blocking engines from getting past. Alright, so this next bug actually seems to be fixed. I noticed while at the Incline here earlier, the Incline just wouldn't work anymore for some reason. You couldn't click it, you just, not even, you know, the hand bit comes up to actually click it, but it seems to be working now. But yeah, it seems earlier, you know, you just couldn't work the winch, which is a massive problem because one of the jobs relies on you being able to use the winch, so yeah. And the last problem is with Little Giant. Now, I have not been able to verify this myself because I have bought Mighty Mac in the job, but from what I've heard, if you buy the dropped 3 engines game pass, you get Mighty Mac for free. Now, this may be a bit confusing, but it's just simply due to how Little Giant works in this game. Sorry, it's high in pollen here in the UK. I'm really having a sniffly nose at the moment. So, you may notice Mighty Mac have no skin options. That's just their whistles. The thing is, Little Giant is actually in their faces. You select the faces and then you get Little Giant. But because Little Giant is a skin in the faces, this, from what I've heard, means that you get Mighty Mac for free because Little Giant is a skin of Mighty Mac, not... Oh, what happened there? Not actually you know, his own model. So yeah, this is apparently you can get Mighty Mac for free. And I don't really think there would be any way around this, unless they made a Mighty Mac, a separate, an entirely separate model from Little Giant. There's no other really way I can think of how to fix this problem. So, yeah. But, so yeah, apparently you get you get Mighty Mac for free on top of Little Giants. So technically the in-game pass is not just 3 engines, it's 4 engines. Still gonna see if I can derail him. If not, never know, maybe they fixed it, because it was happening a lot more consistently earlier. But yeah, that will probably do it for this video. Yep. So yeah. That's basically all the bugs I've noticed, and also one bug I've been told in Soda Online. Now, I don't know if the Mighty Mac one is fixed. Maybe ED's is fixed, I really don't know. Because just because of the inconsistency of his bugs, sometimes you derail, sometimes you don't. So I think based on how consistently he's staying on the rails, so maybe he's been fixed. But yeah, that's everything I've noticed. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye. I just remembered something, and this technically didn't come with this update. This bug was here before the update, but it's still really funny. So Flying Scotsman has a little issue with his lamps. His top lamp is massive. The rest of his lamps are fine, I think. But for some reason his top lamp is massive. It doesn't really get... And then if you switch to his American, it doesn't really get any better. Yeah, the thing is, it also doesn't turn on at all, so... That's... The lamp can't turn on at all for some reason. But, yeah... yeah, I don't quite know why this issue is with Scotsman, but I was meant to put it in the main video and I completely forgot to, so yeah. Another bug I forgot to mention was that last I checked, Super ED and Barry were immune to the spike roller. I don't know if they still are, so let's check. Yep. ED's immune to the spike roller. So that's one bug. I assume ED's still immune. I assume that will mean Barry is as well. Oh no! Actually that got him. Okay. He was immune to the spike roller before, but I guess we can't get ED. Also, yeah, Little Giants. Little Giants wasn't bugged. Let's, I wonder how it will be if we, if we get some ED from the rear. Will that work then? Again, in my testing it didn't, earlier, but maybe it will. Nope, you could go right through ED and you'll be fine. Okay. So if you're ever being chased by the spike roller and have the 3 drop characters game pass, just get ED, he's immune. Okay. Okay, hopefully this is the end.